Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on August the 5th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of the news that we saw today, the non-farm payroll numbers came in way below expectations here. So that was didn't really help the US dollar, but it did move things here. PMI numbers came in above expectations. So we saw a lot of back and forth in the markets here. Coming up on Thursday here, Bank of England. This is the big news of the day here. We have a Bank of England monetary policy statement. So at this point, not looking for an interest rate hike. However, the forward guidance in regards to what the central bank is thinking about tapering, cutting back on the monetary policy. So all of that will be important. So the comments here will be very important. If they express concerns about the economy and the new Delta variant, that will be negative. However, if they start talking about tightening the monetary policy and cutting back on the money that they're putting into the economy, that will be positive. So if they so much as talk about possibly raising rates down the road, that will be a good thing for British pound. So we will keep an eye on that. And then also we have unemployment claims here. This number is not as important as a non-farm payroll number on Friday. We also have RBA, Reserve Bank of Australia, Governor Lau speaking. So again, his comments can make a difference. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. And we also have monetary policy statement here coming from Reserve Bank of Australia. So again, it will be the comments in regards to any kind of tightening or raising of rates that will be important here. Let's take a look at the charts now. First of all, euro dollar here. So euro has moved in both, euro dollar has moved in both directions. It went all the way into the top of the range that it has been trading in. And then as we can see, price has come back down. So bias here is bearish. We have a nice bearish pin bar here. In this case, I'm looking for a bit of a pullback here back into the resistance at 1.1850 potentially. And if it holds, looking for a drop from there. So as we can see, price has rejected the top here. This is the overall range that price has been trading in. It rejected this multiple times, but today, again, we saw a retest and then a rejection of that level. So looking for price to drop further here. 1.1800 is the first target. And then we're looking at 1.1785 will be the second target. So bearish bias here for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, this one as well has a nice pin bar. As we can see, this one as well went into resistance, couldn't get through. And since then has been struggling here in this sideways move. Now we have a nice bearish pin bar. The concern here, something we have to be careful about, would be the support. We have to see price go through the support. In this case, we need to see the price go through here for it to continue lower. So bias is bearish here. And once price goes through the support, we're looking at 1.3800. And then next target would be 1.3760. So bearish bias for pound dollar. Aussie dollar, this one also gave us a nice bearish pin bar, and I'm looking for price to go towards the bottom of the range here, 0.7320 level. So bearish bias for Aussie dollar as well. New Zealand dollar, this one also, we don't have a bearish candle close here, but a large pin on the top, which shows a rejection. So looking for price to drop here as well. So bias is bearish for New Zealand dollar as well. So in this case, the first target is into 0.9700, And then below that, we are looking at 0.6960. So bearish bias for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD, this is neutral here. Price could go in either direction. Price went into resistance. For the last couple of days, we have not seen it go through this resistance here. So today's candle close is completely neutral here. Again, it could go in either direction. So looking for price to, basically we need to wait for price to show us direction here. If it goes into the resistance of 1.2575 and bounces down, then we're basically looking for that move lower. However, if it goes through the resistance, then we'll start looking for the next levels higher. Right now, neutral bias here. We will wait and see which direction it breaks in, and we will follow along in that direction. So neutral bias for dollar CAD. Let's take a look at our commodities here. Silver, big pin bar. It went all the way into our target and then bounced off. We have a big bearish pin bar. So looking for price to drop here. Bias is bearish in this case. And first target is 25.20. And then we are looking at 25.00. So bearish bias for silver. Gold as well, big pin bar here, looking for price to drop towards the bottom of the range. This one is still stuck in a range. So target here is 1792. So bearish bias for gold as well. Oil here, big drop in oil, still has that downward bias here. So looking for price to drop further towards 65.50, which is our support level here. So bias is bearish. Now do watch out, we are coming into support here. It's right into support currently. So it could have a bounce here. So we'll watch out for that at 67.50, but bias is bearish. Copper here, copper also looking bearish here. However, price is again into support. So do watch out, but bearish bias. Next target here, once it does get through the support, would be 4.25. So bearish bias for copper. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin going sideways here. We do have a bullish candle close and price has been a little sideways. I'm looking for basically a range bound move here between 37,300 and 41,730. Okay, our indices here, S&P 500, price is still trading in a range. It bounced off of that resistance. So looking for move back towards a support level here. 4370 is the target. So neutral to bearish bias here, looking for it to stay within this range. Nasdaq here, Nasdaq has been slowly making its way up. However, it's right into resistance. So it may bounce there at 15,150. So we'll keep an eye on that. Neutral to slightly bullish bias for Nasdaq. Now, Dow Jones here, nice bounce off of the resistance. We do have a nice bearish candle close here, but we need to see this break through the support for it to continue to the next level. Target is 34,480. So bearish bias, watch out for support at 34,800, because if it doesn't break through, it can still go back into the range because it has been trading in a range, but overall bias is bearish for Dow Jones. Target is 34,480. DAX here, DAX did close right into the resistance. However, it could turn around here. So right now this looks range bound, bias is neutral and looking for a move back into the range here again for DAX. So bias is neutral. And then FTSE here, FTSE went right into the resistance, couldn't go through, and we are back again. Small bearish candle close here, bearish pin bar. So looking for a drop towards 70.50. So bearish bias for FTSE as well. And then Nikkei here, Nikkei is still trading in a range. Price is sideways here. It hasn't done much over the last few days. So in this case, looking for a retest of the high and then a bounce back into the range again, looking for a move between 27,750 and 27,360. So neutral bias here for Nikkei. All right, that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.